Condors Esports is innovating intercollegiate gaming in Ontario and beyond. We've built a community where you can compete, play, and work in a dynamic program accessible from all campuses.
Condors Esports is more than just gaming. Here, you'll find empowerment and inspiration in state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest technologies and unwavering support.
We are varsity athletes, turning victories into championships as high-performing gamers.
We are relentless, constantly pushing our limits and pursuing excellence through every match.
We are Condors. Gaming connects us on campus or online, all through best-in-class equipment.
We're building a foundation of experience, powered by our passion, and developing skills that drive personal and professional success.
We are eager students, transforming our dreams into careers in dynamic and emerging industries.
Condors Esports goes beyond gaming, fostering enduring friendships, unforgettable experiences, and meaningful connections.
This is your chance to transform your passion for video games, esports, and technology into something impactful. Learn how Conestoga is introducing Condors Esports to your campus and connect with fellow Condors striving to soar.
We
are Condors.
Hello everybody and welcome to a Thursday night Valorant stream here on the Conestoga Esports channels. I'm very hyped for this, and before I get into anything else, I'd like to thank our partners, the Conestoga College itself, Conestoga Students Incorporated, Nike, and as you just saw, Six Sigma. I'm Cove, this is Leaf, and how are we feeling?
That's what it was. I forgot who I was for a moment.
There we are.
I was waiting for you to bring it up. Yes, that's true. It is me and it is you, and I'm excited to learn some more here about Valorant. You know, been watching the multiple different squads we have at Conestoga kick some butt or not kick some butt, but either way, I'm learning, and you're my guide through the darkness.
Oh yeah, and as you guys know in the chat, I'm not the most knowledgeable, but I at least played the game, and I like the game, and I know the operators, but I don't know some of the other things. So you guys in chat also keep letting us know about the game. We love to hear you, so keep, typing away. And yes, tonight we have a matchup against the Fanshawe Fuel, a little bit of a rivalry game.
Yeah, I guess so. I've heard a lot of here's the thing. I went to Conestoga many, many years ago, back in the good old days, and I never had any rivalries going on, so I didn't realize this was a thing. But apparently it's a rivalry, so I'm excited. Hopefully is the day that we can kick some butt and get some dubs. We came off a lot of Call of Duty losses the other day, so I'm really fiending for some dubs for the squad.
Yeah, need a little more Al boost here, as I don't know, our cities are close enough to be considered a rivalry, and here are the players that we have today. It's Ella Bloom at home, sadly, MGD, and then Kaz on the ends there. But in the esports hub, of course, Ella Bloom, like I mentioned, Panko, and then Cresselia, and then Leaf. What's up with the team roster? This is not the usual squad.
Yeah, no. I mean, sometimes you sub people in and out, and sometimes you don't. And today we're doing that. Cresselia is in because Mina is not available today. I believe classes for her. So yeah, no, it's going to be Cresselia in, and you can see she's in here in the hub as well. You saw Panko, Cresselia, and Ella Bloom down at the end there. And hopefully that doesn't affect anything. I mean, we just mentioned the squad we're up against. They're 1-0 right now in the league, so they do have a win under their belt. But I've been told that it was up against UCF Knights Pink, which is currently one of the worst squads in the league. So can't really go off too much of that, but the hopes are here, being the best in the league currently alongside Northeastern, that Fuel should be a squad we can take down.
Yeah, I mean, they do have a win coming into this one, but we are the biggest bird on the top of the leaderboards right there, the 1 seed coming into this one, and They have 3 points coming into this one, so they need to get back into this one, of course. But having more games under our belt, it's something that I like to see going forward.
Oh yeah, they're not birds today.
No, it's Fuel versus Birds. Kind of looks like a peacock. Their logo there.
Oh, that's true. Okay, it's a half bird. It's a fuel bird.
It's a fuel bird.
It actually, well, in this case, it's almost like a phoenix.
I could see it. I kind of dig it. Although the Condors Esports, we kind of gotta. Look at that logo. Look at the team. They're. Even though we're missing 2 players in the hub today, they're pretty ready to go. You're gonna have to come through and have some big plays early on to get the confidence boosted initially. But if you look at them, they got other members supporting them in the hub.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I with this squad here very specifically, I don't know if there's a ready to go and not ready to go mode for the squad. I feel like they've only ever just had one mode. And that's it.
The gas pedal is down.
Is that ready to go or not ready to go? I don't know. They always end up playing, so I'm assuming they are just always ready to go.
And here's the ban phase. The first 2 gone is Abyss and Haven. The first pick for the Fanshawe side is Ascent, but it's a team that the Condor side has had some success on. And then Bind, of course, a map that we've seen a couple times on the Decider. If we get there, will be Icebox, specifically banning Sunset and Lotus as well. And personally, I'm not a Lotus fan, so I'm glad that these are the 3 maps we got. 2 of the more OG maps, some may say, Ascent and Bind.
Well, the good thing is that it's not about what you like and don't like. It's about what they like and don't like.
Thank goodness.
And I feel like, as you said, with Ascent and Bind, this should be putting Conestoga in a good position. Now, most squads are going to have familiarity with those maps.
Oh, you'd hope so.
Sorry, they will have familiarity with those maps. Everyone should be comfortable on those maps. But the Conestoga Condors, hopefully that first, if we can get that first map win, which of course was our opponent's pick, we should be smooth sailing for a 2-0. But we don't want to count them out yet.
Well, yeah, the games aren't played on paper. They're played on the maps themselves, on the computers, and we'll see if they're hitting their shots and if the strategies that they got in the bank. I like Rajante a lot. One of the better coaches that we have here at Conestoga, so I expect to see some good strategies laid down and, maybe a few early advantages. That's going to be key, having less members in the hub itself.
Yeah, obviously that stints communication a bit, but this squad actually, even last semester, this was not an uncommon scenario to only have a couple of them in the hub playing, and they definitely got wins before, right? I do feel like the attitude for them coming into this is, we're a college team, let's have fun. We're a college squad, let's do what a college squad does. There's obviously the work in there. They do have the coach behind them, Rajante, as well, to make sure that if they want to put in the extra work, they can. But I think they know, hey, we're having fun, even on times where they have been losing. They keep that same attitude. That's why I said I think they have one game face, which is also not their game face. It's just their faces that they have all time.
They're just gamers at the end of the day, and they're always ready to go. And of course, a familiar face in the hub for anyone who tuned into the games last year. Cresselia was a member of the Valorant squad, so a lot of experience here. And like you said, last year they had the experience of having less members and still picking up a win, and so they have that veteran presence. And so, like Coach Carter says, and like you said, Leaf, student athletes. The student comes first, and that's why we're missing Mina in class till 9 p.m., which is unfortunate. Stop booking classes so late, please. Come on now. Night times for video game playing.
I was about to say that's prime game time. Like, that's when you start your gaming sessions. Go to about 3 or 4 in the morning. Then you can go to sleep, which is why we should also stop booking classes at 8 in the morning.
Oh, of course, yeah. Right midday, like 11 a.m., noon. One might be the latest for me, because then, I want to get home for dinner and whatnot.
We'll take that. But that's not the case today, which is why we, again, have the mix-up of the roster. Some here, some not. Some that usually aren't playing. But for these squads, then, I guess we've seen some mix-ups when it comes to agent picks for these guys. With the other squad that we have, actually, Non is actually down there. You see him at the very end, too. From our other squad here at Conestoga, they generally will have their agent picks that they'll go for with a couple mix-ups here and there as they see fit. But for this squad, with the maps we've seen, who are you picking as an agent as we hit Ascent. I mean,
well, yeah, if I'm coming in here and I know I'm going to be attacking first, Ascent, one of the more classic maps, of course, I want to see a Neon. It makes pushing into both the A and B sites a whole lot easier, but on the defensive side, especially on Ascent Killjoy, I wouldn't be surprised if that's one of the main classes that we see get kills, have some clutch plays and ability usage, and if that's not going to be the class they play for defensive advantage, Cypher as well. And then, of course, we saw it the last time we did commentary. Chamber was one of the one of the big difference makers in the map, so those are the big characters that I'm going to be looking for tonight.
Yeah, I am curious too, because obviously with Chamber, just to make sure my knowledge is getting right, big gun.
Big sniper, man.
All right, good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Chamber, you definitely do, you want to make sure someone's feeling confident with their aim on that day before you see a Chamber. I mean, that's a hard commit to an agent like that. You know, I don't know if we've actually ever seen a Chamber with this squad, so I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see that today. What I have liked is the excessive usage of Gecko recently, as well, or Goro or whatever.
Yeah, Goyo, I called him the
Goro.
I kept playing more Siege too, so it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
again.
that's fair enough.
You better be prepared
That's
for
fair
that.
enough.
No, but Gecko, keep going.
I just like to see that usage. For me, I always in games played, like, especially in like Diablo Necromancers, I like other people doing work for me, and Gecko is a perfect character for that. I mean, you throw out the wingman. Oh, look, he's over there just doing his little thing, and I can take aim over here. So it's a fun little mechanic in the game that I love, that I wouldn't be surprised if we see today.
Oh, yeah. Well, at the end of the day, a lot of esports are just sports in general. Is a man advantage is huge, and Gecko specifically gives you that 6-on-5 advantage.
Situationally.
Exactly. Well, if you're able to push into a site, having 5 members with their guns out ready while the spike is going down, that's an objective advantage.
That's very true. Oh, look at.
Getting a little zoom cam on the empty cam. Oh, here we go.
There's a ghost. We have ghosts playing.
Yeah, it would be funny if we got like one of the plushes that we got here.
Oh yeah, the seats. Yeah, that's very true. I like to see again the just quick comment. The last coming out from the squad too. I mean, that's good to have that mental going into this, but yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's something that we were talking about before we even got on stream. Is just how important the confidence and how important morale being high is, and I think this might just be a school thing in general.
With that previous shot to this shot, he looks so lonely.
That was wow. I feel bad almost. Young man.
He's got his friends. He'll get to play with them soon. For now, leave these alone. Don't bother them. They're trying to lock in and focus, okay?
Yeah, and they got Cresselia, the sub, right in the middle, so keeping the morale high and trying to incorporate her in a lot of the strategies that they're going to do. And I expect to see her just in the middle of a lot of action.
Well, this is good, too. I mean, honestly, this is funny because we used to talk about this a lot for different games, but who sits where is actually often important. Now, these two, for Panko and Ella, these are actually that's where they always sit. And that familiarity and comfortableness is definitely an important factor to it. But oftentimes, who's in the middle changes depending on who's the captain, who's going to take charge, who needs, maybe in a live environment with an audience, who needs protection. Like, who do you want not near the edge where they can feel vulnerable and scared and see, scary ocean of people over there, and keep them locked into it. So, but here it's definitely just because that seat would have been empty. So
So we'll see how the game plays out, and if it does reflect on it, and that'll definitely be one of the more exciting parts. And it's something that happens in a lot of schools, but just sicknesses go around, and so we see members in masks. We see members just doing whatever they can to get into the game and play their best Valorant. And we're getting into the pick phase here. A lot of the characters coming out, and so far, the only character that I mentioned to look out for, the Cypher pick from MGD. Nothing locked in yet, nothing set in stone. They're taking their time and they're talking as we're just waiting to see if everyone can load in. One of the downsides to having a lot of sports be virtual is that Wi-Fi can get in the way sometimes.
Are you on Wi-Fi? Is your brain? My brain operates on Wi-Fi 2.4.
Yeah, so having a little bit of connection issues, but we will get into the game. This team is ready. Maybe it's a little bit of icing the kicker, like calling a little timeout before the game even starts.
I don't think it's
that. I don't think it's that at all.
But you saw a couple agents hovered over there. From what you saw already, I mean, do you feel like those agents that we saw on our side hovered over are going to be the lock-ins or good picks to be the lock-ins?
Yeah, the fact that none of them were locked in yet is definitely the most confusing aspect to me. It's definitely what they're thinking about playing, and it's what they were debating playing, but it's not what they set in stone playing. My biggest one that we haven't seen before on the Conestoga side was the Reyna pick. I'm so interested in that. She's got the eye ability to blind. She's able to steal health. She's able to float around, and it's a very one-on-one, very much so all aim, a little bit of brain.
I feel like if you're going with the Reyna, you're feeling good on the day as well. I mean, it's a similar thing to any chamber picks that you might end up seeing. Is Reyna? You got to be feeling good. So if casters lock in, then Kaz is feeling good.
And so here we are getting into the character selection. On the other side there, Fanshawe locking in their characters. We got Sova is being played by Tenchi, Iced Cap running with the Cypher, as mentioned before, as well as MGD. There's going to be lots of tripwires, lots of cams. The Jet locked in for, that looks like Redori. And then Boyce, of course, at the top there with the KO. So expect a lot of flashbangs. Expect a little bit of crawling around on the old hands and knees as Kaz does pick in the Reyna. So that's going to be really interesting to look out for. Yeah. We're definitely going to keep our eyes on that. Is Jet by Panko one of the more standard picks, I would say.
No, I was just saying the Cypher lock-ins don't surprise me. I mean, you end up seeing that in almost every single lobby for the reasons that you mentioned before too. But yeah, I like to see the Reyna lock-in for Kaz too. Something different. This is something I said for this squad. This is a squad where we might see some of those different picks. I mean, obviously it's not different, but it is different than what we tend to see from our other Conestoga squad.
Well, I'd fully say that it is an off pick. It's something I haven't seen yet this season, so that's going to be very exciting. And then we got dueling omens here, Ella Bloom, and then on the other side there, that's Woody. And they're already excited. They're already happy about their picks. Fist bump coming up from Criselia. And so, they're excited. They're locked in. They're ready to go.
And make it efficient. It's Crisella Bloom.
Crisella Bloom?
Yeah.
That works.
That's their fusion character.
Sitting right beside each other and then doing the old combination there. And we'll see if they're able to combine on some kills.
We would be love.
Oh, yeah? Little Leaf and Cove?
Yeah.
A little bit of love coming at you right now.
Good stuff.
With and here we are jumping into our first Ascent game. Starting off on defense is our Valorant squad.
Yeah, you like to see it again. This is the squad we hope to be able to drop in and walk away with a nice 2-0. We'll find out if we can do that on Ascent. This is Fanshawe's pick. So, first round, I want to see a nice let's get in there. Let's cause some chaos. Win that first pistol round. And then win overall this entire map. And then we'll move on to Bind and win that too. Get us out of here.
That's the hope. And for any of you sickos watching, let's look at these Sova arrows and let's see some of the information gathered from each team. And Conestoga unable to get anything. The Fanshawe side unable either. We're going to be blind heading into this fight here as the first battle goes down and Kaz gets the first headshot. Panko picking up a second one and going down there. Woody, Conestoga getting some good damage in. Woody having to retreat, but ends up picking up a gun. Ice Cap in the middle of the map. We already have a rotate in.
This is a good start here. Being able to lock in a 4v2 right off the bat. Not too shabby. That's why I wanted to see good early picks. That could have hurt the confidence if they didn't get those.
Well, that's what I was talking about before the stream here is when you got two members at home, you got to come out with these hot plays, some immediate action to get the morale up and, to get you ready for some Valorant action. As Boyce here going to be in the crosshair of Criselia. We'll see if she's able to make another really big shot.
All right, see if they can get some info as Fanshawe looking to eke their way into B site, but it's going to be quite the tall order as we have a couple Condors watching that, and now they're going to have that information to know exactly where they're coming for. Beautiful shot from Panko. Boyce has been eliminated, and it's just up to Woody to finish this off, to get a couple tags through the smoke. Look at that health bar right now.
Oh, the one tap was beautiful there. Just going down immediately, and there's Panko getting the last goal around a little 3K to start off the game there. Woody unable to get it pushing for the Fanshawe side. And would you look at that, Conestoga taking the first round win on not even their map.
No, this is good.
This is great.
I mean, being able to get that first pistol round is absolutely key because oftentimes you'll win the next one right after.
Oh, what a beautiful one-tap there by Panko. Just using a little defensive jet action. And when we switch over to the offensive side, I expect Panko to come out and have a lot of really nice kills. So we'll keep our eye on that. But for now, a little bit of defense and a little bit of a mid-rush here from the Fanshawe field side.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get the info. Cresselia is saying, hey, you decide to come to this site, we'll know that. But it seems like a little bit of a mid-split. No, they're going to focus on A. Yeah, I think Fanshawe's looking to move into A there with only one Condor there. They might be able to take site and lock in that spike plant before the Condors can get there.
Oh yeah, going real quiet through the middle of the map and then going all in, guns ablazing onto site here. It's still 5v5, spike going down, so Condors is going to be fully on the retake here. We'll see what they can do.
Retake hopefully be good for the Condors. Again, coming in around 2. It's really up to us to lose that. And they go for the retake. There's one down. Looking for a second wear. Ritori got 2 on them. And yeah, they're not going to be able to trade with us even once there. Cresselia getting another on Tenchi. And it's down to one single player left for Fanshawe. And that retake's looking successful.
Oh yeah, just 30 health left as Kaz gets the big kill there. And when you got all 5 members of the Valorant GC squad lined up, ready to go, the weaponry in their advantage, it's, I mean, down like dominoes. The Fanshawe side falls. Conestoga has the 2-0 advantage, the weaponry advantage, the economic advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't get much better than this right now.
No, I mean, this is just a great start to this map. Obviously, things can turn around if we see. Well, yeah, put the hands out. Good turn.
Yeah, we'll be a little, you know.
Good turnaround, but you know, for the Condors, this is a wonderful start, especially on your opponent's map pick. The question though is, you know, when you flip sides, does this carry over?
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing about the Conestoga, the operators that they've picked for this game is that it looks like they're very offensive focused. That's coming right in here is the Jet, missing that trip player, but then getting hit by it. They know exactly where she is, and then getting her through the smoke there. MGD, Conestoga has a main advantage, but again, it's going to be a retake situation. We've seen it once. Can they do it twice, Leaf?
Yeah, those spiked plants for Fanshawe is going to help them out in the long run here, but Condor shouldn't be too worried about it as long as they don't lose too many players. When it comes to this retake, here comes the push. Tenchi just keeping them at bay. Yeah, 1 down, but we've lost 1. The gunfight is going to conclude with 3 players missing, but Condor's up an extra player.
Yep, just the 2 members left here, and the little cubby here on Ace. Conestoga's got 2 members, and they got big guns, and there's a big headshot by Icecap, and then getting down there, MGD getting the kill, and Ella Bloom has to get the diffusion in time, and it sounds like she's gonna do it. Very clutch there from the Conestoga squad. They can do it once, they can do it twice. Retaking is just what they do.
Yeah, the thing I talked about though is I didn't want to see too many of the Condors defenders going down on that retake, and too many, in my opinion, did there. It definitely hurts with a lot of rebuys that will have to happen for them. At least, of course, round win ultimately is the thing. But if you're thinking long term, you're going to have to bite into the bank a little bit now coming into 4th round.
Oh, yeah. I guess their hope is just to get to that midway as soon as they can. So the economic disparity never once catches up to them. But, yeah, just having 1 member left to clutch up at the end of the round there. I mean, no ultimates either yet for the Conestoga squad, so as you said, they're gonna have to full buy, and having just Ella Bloom left, yeah, sure, she's in a good spot, and Panko also in a good spot, a big headshot with the operator, a little bit extra, you don't gotta do that much, Panko, you just need to body shot him.
I don't even care. Go. Yeah, we need some highlight clips here. We're gonna make sure that Replay Ops has a nice full folder by the end of this, so.
I mean, knowing this team, they're good for that. They got some really good flicks that they are capable of as coming over here to the B site. We're going to have some action here as a little bit of the utility comes out and a little bit of the calm before the storm, as I like to call it.
It's interesting we're seeing, again, it feels like a lot of just straight pushes here from Fanshawe. We haven't seen many other strats besides just push A, push B, and here comes another full team push on B, and it's not going well for them.
Oh, it was not going. I mean, they tried to get a little fancy with it. They climbed through a little bit of smoke here, but the operate user, Panko, trying to finish the round off. MGD does get the kill there. It's almost like they're competing for it like dogs, a pack of dogs going after one little animal that's unable to get away. Conestoga is able to get the kill there. And as you said, Leaf, it's not really that crazy what they're doing. They immediately get shut down mid, and they realize, oh, man, oh no, we can't go this way. We can't do this. that's too scary. And so they decided to straight up rush it, and
Again?
one kill worked out for them.
And now the Condors are maybe starting to get privy to it. They're getting set up for another B push here. And it looks like, again, Fanshawe wants to make their way down that way.
Oh, you got a little bit of an aggressive play here from Panko. She wants a fight over on the A site, and she's not going to get a fight as they look to go aggressive again. Leaf, this is something me and my friends would do when we play very low level. As Cresselia gets a first kill off, Ella Bloom the second. KO is down, able to be revived, and able to do so is Ice Cap. It is a 5v4 though. Ultimates are on the board right now. Most likely won't get used quite yet. As, yes, fight's going down here, but a little bit of calming down from the Costoga side.
Yeah, no, I mean, despite the amount of noise you heard there, there's a surprising amount of alive players on the field still, and it is Fanshawe with site control, but Panko, Kaz, Cresselia all sync up immediately to 1, 2, 3, eliminate Fanshawe. Goodbye.
And just so quick with it too. If you're looking at this, if you're looking at the kill feed up there in the top right, it's just bang, 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 immediately gunned down.
Synchronized dance.
Conestoga, almost every round has been a retake round for them. They let them plant, then just come in and defuse it after killing them all.
Well,
that's a strategy. I mean, you could call it that.
Yeah, no, hey, so sometimes if you're confident about your retakes, just be like, okay, well, let's just go for the retake,
Oh, exactly, but like you're saying, it is looking good. Like, this is about as nice as it can go, and not to mention 2 members being at home. Like you said, it didn't bother them last year, and it's not bothering them now.
No, I mean, this is something that they're familiar with. It's not something that will throw them off their rhythms here. But for Fanshawe, this is going to start to get a little bit dire if they can't get around soon here.
Well, they are mixing it up. They're sending
a
little
finally,
2-2-1, a little 2-2-1, 2 mid, and they don't like what they're seeing. Conestoga able to shut them down from the A site, and they're sending 4 mid. And yeah, mid is very important on this map. You want control of that, and that's something that Panko has done beautifully with the operator, as Ice Cap with the Sheriff has added a little bit of a disadvantage here in the fight against MGD.
Well,
knows it too.
Curious how aggressive the Condors defense might eventually get if they start winning too much here. Boom! Oh, was that not a hit? I swear to goodness it was.
Off, and Woody able to get the kill there. Ice Cap alone over on the B site and making Conestoga take their time. And here we go. We're playing the retake game one more time.
Hey, retake time fine for us. Now we are a player down coming into this next retake, but we haven't let that get in our way before. Let's see how the Condors handle this. It's going to happen just about
the first
now.
One. Woody, though, getting the kill on Ella Bloom with the operator, and the Jet of the opposing squad does have their ultimate out, so we'll see if they could get a little bit of the knobs out on display. As there it is, the first headshot from the Fanshawe Jet is Cresselia, beautiful headshot, picking up the kill on Woody. MGD getting another kill, and there's the Jet getting the kill with those knives. We got a little 1v1 here. Ice Cap with that operator in a good spot.
Good. That you saw that lineup too, where Spike was planted. Ice Cap was in a prime position, especially being able to have that op. That was just kind of a GG. Like, what are you going to be able to do to counter something like that? Unless you got util that you could throw out some smokes, you're not getting that Spike back.
Oh, yeah. In a situation like that, you can't draw it up any better for the Fanshawe squad to be able to come in and pick up their first round. They were able to get the first pick in the round, and then, of course, the operator just perpetually staying in that one spot, no matter who was holding it. And that's, that's Valorant for you. It just plays out in your favor. The Valorant GC squad for Conestoga dropping their first round in this one, but Panko gets another operator, and that's confidence on display.
That's what I wanted to mention too. Immediately back to the operator saying, "Hey, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling in a spot where I can continue to use this expensive weapon. Let's buy it again."
Yeah, and here we go. The combo for the Storm. The A site is what the Fanshawe squad likes. That's a clutch smoke grenade. There's the first fight goes down. Ritori, the Jet goes down as we got a little bit of abilities coming in here from Cresselia up top heaven, but the Fanshawe squad using their ultimate ability on Cypher, trying to get the information, trying to be able to hunt down Conestoga, and through mid, they're going to be trying here. MTD's got their back against the wall. It's going to be a big fight here. 3 members and able to get the shots off that were needed, but here Ella Bloom has a chance to get them back in.
No, with that information, she was kind of just done for. And now, okay, 1 pick, 2 pick. Ella Bloom cannot get the third. Tenchi will take her down. The Condors not in a unsavable spot, though.
That's exactly what I was going to say. A 2v3 is not the worst thing in the world, especially when you're on defense. You got an opportunity to use time to your advantage. Of course, the spike down Panko with the ultimate out. Look for some crisp headshots and nothing there. I got excited. I'm not going to lie to you. I was wanting the kill, unable to get it. Operator down, unable to hit the shot. Vittori getting the first kill now. Picking up the Vandal, trying to get anything to work here. Panko back against the wall and unable to breathe. No room here.
Yeah, this is a problem. You saw that picking up the Vandal, get rid of that op, just wasn't working. The shots getting a little impatient, and as she moves on to site, should be taken down. At least gets one on the way out, but or is it cursed? Okay, no, they're going to take it. Did they take it? They didn't take it. They both looked at it like it was cursed.
As it looks like we might get a little bit of the pause in the action here. Of course, technical difficulties. Where would we be without them? It is the year 2024. We've had the internet since, I don't know, since before I was born. And of course, we still have issues with it, because why not?
Right. It's our tech issue. So how do you know that there's a... What's going on? How did you know that?
I'm reading the chat. I'm updated with the news.
I didn't see the chat.
Yeah,
okay.
so some of the observers in the chat. We will be back with you after about 2 minutes when we got this figured out. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure you stay tuned after this. Back from our break and ready for some more Valorant action. Of course, as I said before, how could it not be the year 2024 and we have some internet issues? I mean, it's just par for the course.
Right. I told you, it's probably me. I'm on that 2.4 gigahertz.
Oh, yeah. You're stealing it all.
Yeah, no, I'm just I'm sending my own sphere of interference.
Oh, yeah, you're radiating just bad aura, I see.
That's what it is. But, anyways, we have Fanshawe taking 2 rounds off of the Condors. We mentioned it's just good to get as many rounds as possible on defense if it does look like they're trying to play for attack. And so far, I'd say this is a relative success.
Well, I've already forgotten, but this isn't the Condors pick. This is the Fanshawe pick, and so going into this, of course it's a success. Being able to take 5 rounds immediately when you're going in. And on the defensive side, too, when you have a character like Reyna who's offensive, when you have a Jet who's offensive, Omen who could play both sides, I'm excited to see what we can have when we switch sides.
Well, that'll be a few more rounds yet until that happens. For now, we got to see if Fanshawe can lock in a 3rd round as they do again favor that B side, but they are opting to keep A open as an option.
Yeah, they did a whole rotate there. You got members of Conestoga here at mid, but playing silently and doing it well is the Fanshawe side. But we'll see if that Reyna there, Kaz, is able to make a play as they have no clue that she's behind them. So we'll keep our eyes peeled on the flanking members of the Conestoga squad here. Kaz got spotted. Vittori knows, but coming into sight is Fanshawe.
Cresselia, great first pick, 2nd, 3rd. Oh no, not a 4th, but at least 3 on the board. MGD and Ella Bloom will come to clean things up. What a wonderful start there, though, from Cresselia.
Cresselia just 1, 2, 3, popping heads, popping bottles, and just getting it done. Oh my goodness, we looking at this back, and you just line up, and I said it before, falling like dominoes, and again, Conestoga able to get a round win, up 6-2 right now. Ascent going in the Condors' favor.
Hey, we'll take that. If Fanshawe wants to swing another one around the corner there to try to surprise us, while the pre-fire is still coming out, we'll take an extra kill there.
Hey, we won't stop you. We won't stop you. And that's what Conestoga is saying here is they've had a pretty consistent defensive hold here. As, of course, you got Panko with that operator trying to start the round off hot here as we got an ultimate coming out here for the Condors side. Sova trying to get a few kills. Kaz sitting in that Omen smoke and has been seen by Retori. No, has not. The gun barrel. I'm shocked. Kaz has a chance to make another big play here.
Well, there it was. Woody taken out as they finally felt like they were comfortable enough to move up. Unfortunately, they made the wrong call there. Ella Bloom cannot. Landed shots in the right spot to get a kill there.
So Kaz, here's one. There's a big headshot. Kaz, the opportunity on the flank, gets the spike down immediately, and another one through the smoke. Kaz, kidding me. That's beautiful Valorant right there. Has the spike down. We have it in control, and Cresselia picking up 2 headshots to end the rounds. Wow, it doesn't get much better than that, Leaf.
7-2. Condor is looking real good on the Fanshawe map pick. Fanshawe locked in. Only 2. And they're trying to start some new stuff. It looks like they're trying to figure out, okay, we can't just rush this site. But these split pushes are just not working as well either. I mean, you even saw it there. The team tried to move up with Woody, just immediately picked off. The Condors are ready for almost everything that Fanshawe is trying out.
And there's a big headshot from Tenchi, but you're absolutely right, Leaf, is whenever they go mid, it almost takes them too long to get into sight, and they just end up in the crosshairs of Conestoga. Ella Bloom picking up a big kill before she goes down. It is a 4v3, but yes, they're just walking into the crosshairs of Conestoga. They're taking a little bit too long, and Conestoga has been too set up as we see a fight coming up here. Ooh. And a headshot from Woody.
Yeah, crosshairs just moved off from Kaz at the last second there for some reason, which means she had to react to that swing around. It was still hard. Fanshawe making the right moves in a 4v2. Spike will get planted, of course. It'll be a hard retake for the Condors.
Yeah, we got Woody here in one of the more offensive positions you can be in. The recon drone going up, but not seeing Woody. So there's an opportunity for Omen here to get some big shots off. We'll see as the fight about to go down. We'll see if the Jet on the other team does get aggressive and tries to push up early. We see it there, Retori.
Gunfight. Starting to come out through the walls. They try to at least get some damage on. Condors need to start making the push now. Through the smoke's not going to be easy, and they know they're there as well. Spray through the wall. Retori's trying to get some picks. It will be the Condors with 2 and 3, and it's down to a 1v1. Oh my God, it was so close. That would have been an incredible clutch there from MGD.
The ninja play from Boys just remaining silent, unseen, and then MGD hitting some of the biggest shots that I've seen all game, but just a vision thing. Doesn't have full 360 view. If only they could. Oh, just unable to see him under their feet. You can see that little red outline in the bottom left.
Sneaky.
That is as sneaky as it gets,
Ooh,
really.
Look how clean those are.
Oh, some beautiful shots. That's something I could watch that all day. I could hook that up on repeat.
Well, I mean, there is a VOD of the stream. You could do that.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness we got the Conestoga Condors Esports YouTube and Twitch account that we got all the VODs, we got all the streams live on. And, I mean, I don't know what I would do without it. These are some of my favorite games to watch.
Well, Condors could not pull together that round. Still not in a terrible position. 7-3 on the first half with your opponent's map pick. Not too bad.
Kaz loves sitting in these smokes and just asking for the fight here as unable to see Kaz is the enemy squad getting 1 down. A efficient trade there from the Conestoga squad, but unable to get it. Followed up, Ella Bloom going down.
To be honest, I saw a smile on Ella Bloom's face before she jumped through that smoke, and I'm like, she's going to do it. Didn't go well for her, though.
They knew it was a bad idea. Trying it anyways. High risk, high reward opportunity, unable to go their way as we got another retake opportunity here. 3v4, the enemy Jet does have their, has used their ultimate ability once this game, but it looks like that is not in play anymore.
Around the corner, 2 players shooting at it. Should be able to get the kill. 1, 2, and the third is underneath. There they go. That's how you take the round back. Nice to lock it in, defuse that spike. 8-3 for the Condors.
Oh, yeah, something to be proud about. I mean, that's a really efficient retake, and how they finished that round with 2 members left, I couldn't tell you. I thought they were down 4-3 and just gunned one down, gunned another down, and somehow that ended up being a 2v1 at the ends there. Somehow Conestoga playing with a man advantage the entire time, it feels like.
I wonder if that is going to change Fanshaw's approach now, okay? That B site was working for them a couple times. The retakes weren't the strongest here from the Condors, but now that it's switched up, we'll see if they show a little bit of fear of making their way over to that site.
Well, of course, that too, and it is the Fanshawe pick, so maybe they wanted to play defense. Maybe this is something where, like, let's get through offense, let's just grind through it, and then defense is where we want to be. So Conestoga is definitely going to have to keep the foot on the gas pedal. Of course, like you say, they're one mood, go. We'll see if that continues on here as up 8-3. The attack here on A site.
Well, yeah, they're just going to let Fanshawe do what they got to do on site right now. Coming to clean them up in a second. You see the whole team rotating around.
Trying to get some pre-fire kills through that smoke there. Conestoga breaking that glass. They know that it's going to be gone, but honestly, here in a 5v5 retake situation, you got to go full out, full guns ablazing. Blind here, the Conestoga members. Panko tried to get that clutch smoke down, unable to, but Conestoga's still in this fight. Don't count them out.
What's happening on the other side there? Oh my God, Kaz going for 2 on site there. Ellis sticking the defuse. That was huge. None of those players saw Kaz coming at all.
Well, you can't count Conestoga out, even though it looks like they lost the initial fight. They came back with a blaze of glory, and I mean, glory is what they got. Up 9-3 going into the half, and an offensive team for Conestoga here. I'm excited to see what Reyna can do using her blinds, using the healing ability, and anything else that's possible.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, maybe Fanshaw's got some tricks up their sleeve when it comes to the defensive half of this map. Maybe this is what they were hoping for, but wasn't going their way. On the attacking side, Condors only a mere few rounds away from winning our opponent's pick.
Yeah, just as you say, what Fanshawe is going to do here. I mean, Ratori looks to go aggressive at the start. I'm really excited to watch here. We got a little mid battle here coming up maybe, and yes, going over to Bind, Condors pick. I'm excited.
Well, back to pistols again. Condors won the first one at the beginning of the map.
A little bit of, a little slow action. Conestoga, that's Ella Bloom putting the smoke down at mid, giving them all the advantage. They've taken a lot of ground here from the Fanshawe squad, but they're going to have some efficient site takes here as they've decided to go over to A. Oh, that's a good headshot from Ratori. Oh, my goodness.
It's evened out, though.
Yep.
Which is good to see. Now Condors making their move over towards A site. You see that flank around there, too, from the Cypher.
Keep our eyes on Icecap here. As Icecap just putting their gun away. I like to call that getting Valoranted and just unable to secure the angle and get the shot off. Ella Bloom, though, getting some amazing shots in. The attackers win, only losing one member, and it was the flanker that you called out. And Conestoga, though, they've just been... The only thing that went wrong was their flank. Crazy. Their main attack was just on par.
Yeah.
Like, on point.
Well, I like the improv as well. Once they lost a player, immediately answer back and adjust now with one less player to make this attack. It was a good poise from the squad.
Oh yeah, and then having 2 members at home hasn't affected them one bit here, it seems like, as it's up 10-3 here. Conestoga, they're rolling, and we're going to see if they could continue doing that, of course, on the attacking squad side here, and they've been taking their time and playing real slow. And then just
play it slow again.
Calm before the storm. And Kaz, a really nice headshot, giving Panko and Kaz both an opportunity to open up the floodgates here and attack on A site. None of the Fanshawe members there, so they're going to be able to get the bomb down and let the spike just do its thing.
And an easy push on to A site. We'll see how Fanshawe handles the retake now, especially considering they're lacking 2 of their players to do so.
And Conestoga showed them how it's done, so we'll see if they could take after them on the retake here as Conestoga putting themselves in good positions, in cover, and there's Icecap, a big headshot, a Panko, double kill. That's what you look for.
Hey, if you're going to stand out in the open, why not? MGD cleans up the last on Icecap. 11-3. We're closing in on closing time for map 1.
I'm excited to see what's going to happen here. Conestoga's attack has been really good and a lot less aggressive than I was expecting. They're going slow and they're going smart. They're taking a lot of the map and immediately getting mid control, and that's as powerful as it gets here. I'm curious if Fanshawe is going to change anything up to avoid losing 2 more rounds and sending this to our next map.
Well, whatever they're doing, it might not work. Full stack on B site.
That is intense.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you got to throw in those mix-up, and I feel like it might work.
When you got the weapons advantage and the confident advantage, we'll see if it works as Kaz comes out with that blind ability, immediately shooting it down. Ice Cap and Tenchi able to clutch up on the defense there. Eliploom, what a headshot.
My bad. I was going to say my bad. I said I think it might work. I got a commentator curse today.
Well, in the booth, it's either, it's either all doom and gloom or the best of times, and that one, a little bit of doom and gloom. Conestoga still has 2 members left. I mean, Cresselia has been playing a really good game. If you want anyone alive for Conestoga, this is who you want here.
No, that's fair enough. Try to get some intel now before moving on to site. There's the intel and a quick push around from Cresselia. She'll have support here with MGD, but not for long as MGD eliminated in the rest now of Fanshawe. All they have to do is hold off and see what Cresselia does. No pick there around the corner, trading blows, but the final one comes from Tenchi, and it's Cresselia eliminated, and a round win there for Fanshawe.
Yeah, she was going to have to make a hero play there if she wanted to clear out the 1v4. Definitely a tough situation, but it's not like they're losing ground. It's not like they're totally down and out. You know, they're still directly in this still. I mean, it's 11-4. They just got to get back in this, and they can't let a slide happen now. And that is definitely what the damage that could potentially come is the Fanshawe College side has way better weaponry.
Well, only a couple more rounds now for the Condors. They have to lock in. What they've been doing so far has been working really well. They wanted to try to force that last round. Looks like they might try to pull something similar here. It's the full stack over to B site, and it could have worked, but they don't know that the rest of Fanshawe is set up elsewhere.
Yeah, Fanshawe. Their defense set up. The Cypher, though, over on A site, which will go in Conestoga's advantage. They're hopping on Panko. A big kill through the smoke. A headshot immediately. Closing that door. Another headshot by Panko. What are you doing? Oh, my goodness.
Panko feeling good today, and that's why we saw her with the op earlier. She knows that her crosshair placement is on point right now. Spike down for the Condors. Full squad is alive. It's going to be up to 3 remaining players against the 4 or 3 now of the Condors. They're doing a decent job of evening things out.
Yeah, attempting to get back into this. Fanshawe, it's even strength, even numbers. A 3v3. Conestoga, though, in position where they need to be. But Woody coming in, and now the advantage. Fanshawe way. They only got 1 member left. Come on now. Panko, the confidence on display. We're going to need to see it, and unable to get it. It's 11-5 now, Leaf.
Yeah, that fell apart very quickly. What a retake for Fanshawe with those 2 early picks before they even tried to go for the site retake that really helped them out. I guess the setup for defense after that spike plant just not good enough for the Condors. Troublesome because you feel like that might have been the one to bring in match point.
Well, that's what I'm thinking here, but then you got to remember that Conestoga only needs 2 more rounds to go in their favor versus 8 for the Fanshawe side. So
realistically, they should still have this. But
exactly.
I mean, if they get too loosey-goosey out there, it's not going to work out. It's very easy to let a lead like this bring complacency to the squad. You know, you drop into that flow state for a moment. You're starting to have too much fun. That your opponents can kind of utilize that and sneak up.
Well, that's what it looks like's happening here is immediately Reyna has on the Conestoga squad taking a ton of damage, and same with the Sova. Conestoga, while they still have 5 members alive, if you look at the top of your screen there, folks, those aren't a healthy 5.
No, you're very right. You don't want to be in a I can be sneezed on kind of situation and die going into these fights. But, I mean, it's still possible for them to play this right and get the take. But, yeah, Fanshawe in a decent position to win this round.
Yeah, and something that we saw differently from when Conestoga was winning rounds is that they didn't take mid-control. And so you could see there in your mini-map is Conestoga not as pushed up as they usually would be in some of the other rounds. And it looks like they're going to be sending all 5 there to that one entrance at A. You don't want them to get bottlenecked, and how easy it will be. We'll have to see as Conestoga, Fanshawe set to face off here. A big team fight coming up.
Well, this is it right now. Calm before the storm. They're ready for the push. They're biding their time, and here it comes. Jet moving in onto the site there. See if they get a pick there. Ice Cap taking out Panko, though. She's not going to be able to start their team in the right spot. Boys getting to themselves, and unfortunately for the Condors, that's not going to be a good position for Cresselia to clean things up. Yet again, put in a difficult spot she was, and a 6th round for Fanshawe.
Oh, not even able to get one member of the Fanshawe squad down. That is as unfortunate as it gets. And Conestoga knows that the other team has a Cypher. You got to be looking for those tripwires always, always, always. And getting caught there immediately. The Jet ult neutralized. And Conestoga just, again, you want to say backs against the wall. That's as bad as it gets.
Well, the thing is now you're at a position where you losing too many rounds in a row, you start making it harder on yourself too, because that eco is going to start to become extremely unbalanced.
All it takes is one, though, as we see an aggressive push there. Oh, and 2 headshots immediately. Kaz and Pango combining there as Conestoga getting their confidence back, rushing in with some speed. It's just KO there on the A side. They know he's back there. But again, using his abilities very effectively, making the Conestoga squad have to wait a few seconds. On Heaven there, another member of the Fanshawe squad. It's going to be a team fight, and a team fight it is. Cresselia picking up a huge kill there. One member left of the Fanshawe College squad.
Yeah, Tenchi being a little bit of a thorn on our sides there, taking out a couple themselves here, but it's not going to be an easy retake for them. But unfortunately, Ice Cap catches one of our players off guard, and now it's down to the 1v1. Come on, let's see if Cresselia can do it. If anyone can, it's her. We've seen her work magic with those weapons before, and there it is again, a 12th round for the Condors as a result.
All it takes is one round and some good ears as hearing the drop down there from the Cypher. Cresselia able to get the clutch on the round here as, oh my goodness, the amount of kills there in rapid succession. Ella Bloom just unable to face the right way. It's so close to just getting that round. So much simpler, but no, Conestoga able to get it 12-6 now. They have doubled the opponent's score and hopefully have stopped the bleeding.
Match point for the Condors as they roll into another attack round against Fanshawe. This is Fanshawe's map pick. Bind up next, which is ours, which you hope ends up in a similar situation.
Well, yeah, it's, their pick. They specifically wanted it, and, they've won on it before. It's one of the maps that we see here almost every single time we cover the Valorant squad as, again, a little bit of waiting, a little bit of anticipation as they know that MGD is there, and maybe that makes the rest of the squad rotate over.
Maybe.
We'll have to wait and see.
There's always that possibility of a fake out. You never want to full commit off of knowing where one player is. And it seems like Fanshawe is very aware of that.
Yeah, they do have it scouted up that MGD likes to be the flanker, likes to be that one little, information seeker, and that actually makes the Conestoga squad have the confidence to rotate over, but maybe it's a fake. Who knows what's going to happen here as some heads are going to get clicked on, I hope, as lots of weird things going down.
Yeah, it looks like they want to stick it. They're just watching their backs right now, but they are pushing that clock. 30 seconds is starting to arrive. That should give a little bit of information to Fanshawe of what's going on, but they're still wary of that fake.
They are, and here we go. Kaz uses the ultimate ability of Reina. We're going to have to see if she could get some big kills, and one big kill initially there. Moving in with the aggression, with the confidence. Another big headshot as Kaz as well. Panko getting a kill as Conestoga's taken the site, and the remaining 2 members were the ones that MGD was having a little dance with over on B site, so it worked out in their favor.
Oh, call it intuition. Kaz, crosshair placement, beautiful right now. And the Condors are going to lock things out. A valiant try here from Fanshawe, but unfortunately, the Condors just had a bit too much steam. And honestly, when it came down to the gunplay, the Condors just excelled in most scenarios.
You want to talk about gunplay? I want to talk about Pango. The operator on display, just using Jet in general. They felt good going into this matchup, and 22-9 it's pretty damn good.
No, that is good. And again, we talked about this before the match even started. About wanting, depending on your agent picks, make sure that you're feeling good when it comes to your gunplay on that day. Are your mechs feeling warmed up? And it felt like Panko knew that. And that's why, again, we saw her picking up the op a couple times and working some magic with it. But just in general, was looking good. But all around, we saw it from all the players too. Cresselia was always a player you could rely on in those clutch situations there. Not the 1v4s, obviously.
Yeah, those are
That's
tough
a little more
situations.
difficult. But for Kaz, so many times we just saw it in the last round too. Crosshair placement was just on point, and it just makes those kills so much easier to help the squad.
Oh, yeah, and helping the squad out, Cresselia, when you hear substitute player, your mind immediately goes, it's not going to be as good. It's going to be a replacement player. No, this is someone that has experience, that's played for the team, and knows what they're doing. And, as we saw, fit in perfectly.
Right. No, and I think overall I liked what I saw. I don't know if there'd be any other agent changes that you would have made for that for, I guess, either squad. But going into the next map, any early predictions? You feel like we're going to see a similar setup? I mean, looking at Bind, what kind of mix-ups may we see?
Well, the biggest thing I think is going to change is Kaz. Kaz had the confidence just to shoot people in general, and it wasn't so much that Reyna was helping her shoot people. It was more so that Kaz was just hitting their shots. So maybe we'll see Kaz play someone that has a little bit more utility so they can offer another element to the team rather than just the blind and their own, personal abilities.
Right. Okay. That'll be interesting if we see your predictions come true.
So we'll have to see. Yeah. And then as you said, and love to mention, we've had no Gecko play yet. So
that's true.
That's what I'm expecting.
Okay. Maybe some Gecko after we get to the next round.
Well, yeah. If I was a betting man, I would say Gecko. But sadly, I'm not a betting man. I'm just a hopeful guy. And we'll hope that Constantly can win when we come back. A few short messages, and we'll be talking to you again.
Condors Esports is innovating intercollegiate gaming in Ontario and beyond. We've built a community where you can compete, play, and work in a dynamic program accessible from all campuses.
Condors Esports is more than just gaming. Here, you'll find empowerment and inspiration in state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest technologies and unwavering support.
We are varsity athletes, turning victories into championships as high-performing gamers.
We are relentless, constantly pushing our limits and pursuing excellence through every match.
We are Condors. Gaming connects us on campus or online, all through best-in-class equipment.
We're building a foundation of experience, powered by our passion, and developing skills that drive personal and professional success.
We are eager students, transforming our dreams into careers in dynamic and emerging industries.
Condors Esports goes beyond gaming, fostering enduring friendships, unforgettable experiences, and meaningful connections.
This is your chance to transform your passion for video games, esports, and technology into something impactful. Learn how Conestoga is introducing Condors Esports to your campus and connect with fellow Condors striving to soar.
We
are Condors.
We are back and ready for some more Valorant action. I mean, here in the booth, Curtis, Cove Callings. I'm here with Leaf.
Hi,
Brody,
it's
more.
me.
I'm excited. Like, I want to watch some more Valorant. That first game got me itching.
Too bad. We canceled the show.
Oh man.
Yeah, you got to go home. And then we'll do it when he leaves, guys. Put the game on.
What?
Oh, I did that on the wrong side of the hand. Crap.
No, but I'm excited to see this. I mean, a big 13-6 win, was it? 6?
We had 400 points to their 3.
There you go.
It was a big win. Yes,
Barn burner.
It was 13-6. They had 6 rounds. They started to come back a little bit when they flipped sides there. It was their map pick after all. You hope to see some sort of gusto out of them, some sort of drive. But overall, it did feel like the Condors had they had things on lock, and coming into the next round, especially being our map pick on Bind, well, again, any team can do well in this. I do feel though that just gunplay alone, our gunfights were overwhelming the other squad.
Oh yeah, we were clicking on heads, and it was pretty sometimes. There were some nice clips there as we were just watching the game. A lot of domino-like action, but the biggest thing, as you mentioned, I'm looking forward to was our map pick. We got Bind, and Bind allows for a lot of creativity. You got so many different angles you could go in, and then the teleporters. I mean, we've seen Conestoga get teleported on before, and so it's going to be crucial that they use those in their advantages and, of course, just own the map. That's the biggest thing, own the map.
How often do you expect that to happen, though? Because I know, obviously, using them can be risky, give away your position. People know where you're coming from.
A lot of the times in the last map, when Conestoga recognized that the site with bathrooms was being taken, I'm pretty sure that's a site, they would take the teleporters, 2 members usually, to give them a pincer action on the bathroom there. But how often that would happen, I would expect maybe 4 times out of the entire game, maybe, unless that is their game plan. And it's something that Rajante, the coach, could have been talking with them about, is how to incorporate that and how to go high risk. And if they're going to do that, of course, it is their map pick. So we're going to see some set strategies here.
Well, I think for now it's just kind of play your game at this point. I mean, they're in a position of, hey, we're winning this likely. And you can see it on their faces, too, that they know they're in a good position and they're having a lot of fun with this. So it's definitely going to be, hey, rely on the fundamentals. I don't think they're coming into this saying, here's a crazy thing we need to do. Let's just rely on our fundamentals. We know how to play this map.
Yeah, let's rely on our fundamentals. Let's do some easy strats. And, of course, like I said, own the map. You want to be controlling where Fanshawe is able to go and when they're able to go there. So,
how do you do that?
So using your character abilities to push forward a little bit, own the sides of the map that you need, and, of course, depending on who Conestoga is playing, is just where they're standing in general and where you have some of the star players like Ella Bloom to be able to hit shots, or Panko to hit, some of the biggest shots that we saw in the entire game last game. And it's about character positioning, and it's about what powers and abilities you use before you get past that mid-fight.
I guess the question is how antsy do you think the Condors are going to get for some of those early picks on defense? Do you feel like they're going to try to get a little more aggressive on something, especially it being their map pick?
Well, when we saw them winning a lot of rounds on attack, it was because they were going slow and they were grabbing position. And it was the Fanshawe side was unable to get a lot of retakes off because Conestoga was just picking them off before they even got to an opportunity to retake. And so Conestoga is going to have to play slow. They might get very, very antsy coming into this one. Coming in off a big win. So they might get antsy. It's going to be up to them to play a little bit more slower. But, of course, when you got Panko running potentially with the Rays, putting those boost packs down, having a full-on rocket launcher, I mean, it's going to be it's going to be action-packed.
Yeah, well, the question we asked right now was, are we going to see a Gecko lock in? We got a hover right now on one of them. Nothing for the Condors, but we do have at least a Viper. And a few more get locked in the sky there for Panko as well.
Yeah, I don't mind what we're seeing here from the attacking side, Conestoga. You got to raise for the aggression, but then the rest of the squad is a lot more like, let's play smart and let's play a little bit more controlled. You have a lot more map control areas for the Conestoga squad. Of course, Brimstone is all about just making sure those smokes are down and you're not being seen. Of course, you got Kaz on the sky pick, flashbangs, everything like that. And Brimstone.
Ice Cap.
And then Ice Cap on the other side. That is, I think they're playing Cove.
I asked this question right now because I have at this point not seen this character played by any of our squads.
Yes, I'm pretty sure
Or
that's,
opponents.
That is Deadlock, one of the newer
I love that
characters
game.
they've added. Oh, fantastic game. Shout out Valve, Riot, free advertisement for
They
them.
have the whole Deadlock game in this game. All right, maybe I got to play Valorant.
Yeah, getting into it now. Finally, you're getting sold on first-person Overwatch, as people, or first-person Overwatch, first-person Fortnite, as some people have called it. I've heard before.
Right.
But yeah, something different here, Deadlock, and it's gonna be exciting to see how that plays out. And it's something that Conestoga, I don't know if they've scouted out before. It's not something they fight against often.
Yeah, so the squad definitely maybe have a mix-up in the matchup here that they're going to have to deal with. Again, as I mentioned before, I think this is a good chance for them to look at the fundamentals and just say, let's play our game. If there's anything that we do need to switch up, we can make those adjustments as that happens here. Sure, Fanshawe might want to throw something in the mix-up, but let's deal with that if it actually starts causing us problems.
Yeah, and so keeping our eyes on IceCap, it's going to be crucial to see how they can get information off for the Fanshawe side, using their abilities just in general to, give them an advantage. And, of course, Rejante is going to have a tall order ahead of them, not something that they've seen before, I don't think, not in the commentary I've seen, as you've got a little clown cat coming out here.
Look at the duck, though.
Oh, doing a move. As Conestoga they're prepped and ready, sending everyone over on that B side, it looks like, as with the pistol around here, it's going to be crucial to win this and then win the next round, as pushing through that A side, they got 2 members, is Fanshawe, and real slow.
Wow.
Real slow, waiting for everything to happen.
Okay.
Kaz blinded immediately by the opposing Sky, as trying not to give too much information immediately.
Yeah, this is interesting. They're holding back quite significantly here. I mean, I see smiles on their face. I don't know what they're about to get up to here, or if maybe there's some other inside jokes that are going on. But they do start to make that creep up here. They have to be careful, though, as they round this corner. It could be difficult. Yeah, okay. Get a couple of those pink cans out there. And the pick early on for Panko is going to be down at Tenshi. One of the strong shooters for the other squad, eliminated right away. On site now, another one down, but it's Boyce taking out Panko, the trade.
Yeah, Panko able to find calm in the chaos, getting 2 kills before going down herself, and then a big kills. 2 big kills out of Bloom. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, you saw her face
drag
too.
on in the chat and everything. A nice shot coming out, and the respect for the Conestoga squad.
Look at the
oh my
tracking
goodness.
on that. The tracking was phenomenal. I don't know if we're going to get a replay on that one, but that was good. Just the cleanest tracking. Her face, watch her cams after too, because I don't think she expected to land that one either.
Yes, looking here. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
switching over to cameras, off the jump pad, and then a huge headshot. That's what you love to see him picking up the first round there. Conestoga, good aim, and like you said, just keeping it simple, clicking on the enemies before they click on you. Oh, that was great.
We mentioned early on, I think just fundamentally the Condors have a bit stronger play when it comes to gunplay.
So that's probably what they're laughing about. They're having a little wow, 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 wow. I can feel it.
They're just having a good time.
And they're using the patience, though. Wow. While they are goofing about and all that, this is a set strategy for them. They expect the Sky to be sending her birds down. And with Sky, when you send out that bird, you get the vision. You get to see what that bird sees. And so, using patience to their advantage, not hearing a soul here, using now speed.
Wow, the full follow on. Like, hey, if we know someone's there, we'll take them out. Nice roll up to get up high there. Throw out your little buddy just to make sure that back alley stays clear. And now the site's going to be for the Condors to do whatever they want with.
Yeah, big teleport coming in. 3 members in hookah. Big kill there by Kaz. Gets the first one, but getting shot by 2 players. Gets another one there. Conestoga has the managed advantage for V2.
No, that's massive now for the Condors. Kaz being able to get 2 through that smoke definitely helps them be able to hold it. Panko clean up with 2 more over on the other side there. And, I guess we could just delete this round from existence because Fanshawe just never had a chance to take that one.
Well, yeah, sending 5 members over to A site. They were very confident that Conestoga wasn't going to go there twice, and Conestoga said, no. We're going to do it, and we're going to have a little bit of fun beforehand. I mean, getting up to a little bit of extracurricular activity before the round even started, it's definitely a strat.
Team operations were underway. We'll see if they keep up into the next round as well, because this is looking good for the Condors. The attack side strong. Obviously, things can flip. We saw Fanshawe with a little bit of a bite when it came to the side flip on Ascent. maybe things can change on Bind for them as well.
Absolutely correct. As we got members going up through the bathroom here, a little bathroom party after what we saw last round. I am not surprised. And coming in fast here, Panko, you're going to see some good aim, and there's a first headshot. I'm shocked she hasn't used her character's abilities yet. As the grenade first comes out, as Kaz gets another headshot there. Conestoga is doing everything needed. Kaz another one. Called DJ Khaled.
Another one. Yeah, Condors 4-1. Should be an easy finish up here unless Vittori's got something crazy up their sleeve.
Yeah, we got that Gecko there just hiding about. No one on Conestoga really understands that Gecko's there, but holding the angle, Cresselia able to get the headshot, making it look easy.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate situation for the Gecko, but Cresselia doesn't feel bad. She was left in that situation a couple times in the last match.
Oh, of course. It's definitely better to be on that side of the fight. And, of course, getting it in the advantage of Conestoga, not in a 4v1. Of course, we'll see if Fanshawe is able to pull something out here and change up the strategy. But Conestoga so far toying with their food. They've been playing their own style of Valorant.
Condors, they just got to keep this up. This is their map. Their series to lose with the Fanshawe to show us something fancy, maybe with that deadlock.
And here Sky sending the dog in, unable to get any information. And there we go. They were teabagging, crouching amongst each other, but it had a purpose. The Sky doesn't know Panko's here, but Panko doesn't know the Sky's there.
Wow, that took a little bit of time to flick on.
Thank you, Cresselia. Quick thank you from Panko over there, saving her life, getting the headshot there. That was interesting, to say the least.
Very interesting from both players. That gunfight took a little to come out, but hey, they win it.
And here we go. Little bit of action coming out. Panko sending the grenade in, but Conestoga just getting stifled by those smokes. Going in fast up top here. Panko, a huge headshot there to start off the fight here. And watching that smoke, watching another member come through. Ella Bloom, MGD combining. Conestoga has one member left of the Fanshawe squad to deal with, and I got my money on Ella Bloom right here.
That's what I'm guessing. Either that or Kaz, they at least have the team
Panko!
shooting that can go on.
Panko takes it.
Well, your money's gone now.
Oh, man. That was a, good action there by Conestoga. Once they decided to take the site, there was no hesitation from the squad. And we could see it back here is, just immediately going up there.
That shot was incredible.
Oh, such a good shot.
It was like a pixel or two that you could see.
Well, when you take those positions, that's the power spot. And you got to hit your shots when you're up there. So you got no cover. Everyone knows you're there. I mean, you're announcing to the world, hey, come shoot me before I try to shoot you. And Panko just, getting it done.
Yeah, just good reflexes there for Panko. Clean it up, 3 kills total. Panko gets rid of the little roamer there, but the strong push from Condors. They really want to get in there, but they're being locked out for Fanshawe now.
Yeah, immediately storming Lambs and getting it to go. Ella Bloom trying to get that positioning, knows someone else is going to come, holding that angle hard. You don't want her to look away too early, and using that, the equivalent of a molly in CS, and putting them in a really good position. Able to get the spike down, but not planting it yet. Conestoga, Ella Bloom pushing up, big headshot. Oh, not headshot, but a big kill regardless. Panko actually stealing it.
Okay.
A big aim transfer there. That spray control in a game where you can't control the spray. Ella Bloom able to get it to go.
Yeah, that was good. But unfortunately, Fanshawe did manage to get a couple tags of their own. With that Viper at such low health, again, a little breeze comes over and she's getting knocked over. And it could be a 1v1, Raze versus Raze. But the spike down is now going to be up to that last player, Boyce, over on Fanshawe for the retake.
You got to think that Conestoga knows they're there, but you got to be quiet. You don't want to give yourself up too early. You don't want this to be a 1v1. You want to be putting yourself in crossfire situations, and there it is, Panko, the person you trust in that situation to get the headshot and to get the round for Conestoga. And Panko has a little rocket launcher ready to come out whenever she wants.
That's great. Yeah, I'm curious what her KD is at right now because it feels like she is dominating this map.
Absolutely agreed. Yeah, she's just been everywhere.
Yeah, Fanshawe having a lot of difficulty answering just the laser shots coming out from the Condors. And at this point, I wouldn't be surprised to see, there it is. Oh, it's gone now. I can't read that fast.
I didn't see it, but here we see Conestoga not going with the patience, coming all out. We're going to have a big fight here as Fanshawe has put members of their team here to counter. We got all 5 members of both squads here at the teleporter on Fanshawe's side so they can release themselves as Ritori gets the first kill of the fight. MGD going down. Conestoga, though, here's the rocket launcher, and going down is Ritori. Everything happening all at once.
I got to give a handout to Fanshawe, to be honest. I like the strat. You know that the Condors have been locking down this lane, and why not just get up in their biz and stop them? And honestly, despite the war zone that happened there, only 2 bodies were traded.
Well, I got to say that Fanshawe came out of that on top. It's going to be up to Kess here to get Conestoga back into it. But on the defensive side, a man advantage. I mean, having teams be even strength is an advantage. As IceCap gets the first kill. Kaz getting the trade out. Cresselia as well, following it up, and she's been so good for that. The plug-and-play player has been plugged in everywhere, getting the kills necessary as Conestoga getting the advantage, 3v2. Teleporters going off. They know that she's going to be in the hookah.
We're starting to make their move right now. Plant is down, and it's up to those last 2 Fanshawe players to figure out what magic they need. Okay, it's just down to that one Fanshawe player to figure out the magic. It's Boyce again, and unfortunately, the reserves were out. No magic to be had. Condors lock in a 6th round.
Oh, yeah. Cass just on a murder spree there. Triple kill on the round, and that's been the #1 difference. Cass going from Reyna to Sky, able to get some blinds off, able to hear opponents, and able to use the dog to get in there and just neutralize the opponents. And as you're saying, 6-0. We saw it last time, 5-0. This is just, well, 1 better.
That's great. Let's keep this up.
Let's keep going.
Why not a full sweep?
Nope.
You think it's going to happen?
Oh, that would be fun. That would be my first time ever seeing that. Ever.
Really?
In my own games, there's always been a round we choke. Always, always. So we'll see if Conestoga, with the aggression here, can keep it going. And, I mean, hey, a little skunk action. I mean, that's a little exciting. They know that the enemy for Fanshawe is back there, pulling out the bomb buddy, and all of the stops here. Ella Bloom getting a kill with the Viper acid pool. Oh, my goodness. Conestoga's just putting on the pressure. Plant going down.
Yeah, they're utilizing their abilities real well. But they got that flank they got to watch out for, though.
Able to get the kill is Panko. Ella Bloom getting 1. Woody, though, on the flank. As you mentioned, picking up 2 kills there. It's going to be up to Conestoga here. MGD to end this round well for Conestoga.
Yeah, they got to watch the defuse, too. She's got to be careful about the fakes as well. MGD has 3 players she's got to deal with. It's not a very easy situation you find yourself in.
We caster cursed them so hard. We just talked about maybe a shutout, and then they immediately lost around that. It's completely my bad. I'll take the fall for that one. It'll be up to Conestoga to come back and, you know, show that that round was a fluke and that they're able to maintain the pressure that they were applying.
Yeah, again, we saw this before. As you mentioned, it's the likelihood of being able to go for a full sweep. Very minimalistic, but the Condors are not going to let this phase them at all. I mean, they're in a great mood. They lost even 6 rounds in the previous one, and it was quite a few in a row as well. And that's the point where you could probably fall apart, and they didn't. I don't see it happening after 1 or 2 rounds here.
Well, exactly. And this is Conestoga's map. They have the psychological advantage of being on home field, basically. They want to be here. They want to fight here. And I don't know if they want it to be on attack first, if they wanted it to be on defense, but say they wanted to be on defense second so they would feel more comfortable to end the game, then, I mean, they're sitting pretty.
I think they did. They have the psychological advantage when it comes to just being better at a lot of these gunfights. So that Ritori says, my turn. Ella Bloom is down, and more defenders than attackers is the situation.
So IceCap able to use their character's ability. I'm pretty sure that's the ultimate ability where it wraps the enemy up in a cocoon, and then it's just game over for them. Able to just take Panko completely out of the fight and giving the Fanshawe side the advantage that they might need. But Cresselia, a lot on her plate, but she's going to be able to clear it off here. We got 4 members left of the Fanshawe squad on defense here. Deadlock making a difference here as this is the Deadlock walls. There will be a lot of interesting plays working around these and trying to get shots off. I'm pretty sure they are bulletproof. You in the chat, though, who knows better than me, correct me if I am wrong.
You just Google it.
Oh, that too, but I can't read that fast. I can barely read at all. So coming over, rotating over sides, Conestoga. The position revealed by the Cypher there, so Conestoga knows where the Fanshawe side is going to be attacking from.
There you go. Get the spike down. Why not? somehow Fanshawe did not have that locked down. And they're going to have to go for a retake. Still not in a very good position for the Condors, but better than it was before.
Yeah, they're definitely taking a much more conservative approach here as Restory getting a 1 kill there. It's going to be up to MGD here, the Cypher, to pick up some big kills, and big kills they pick up. That is beautiful plays there, and on the screen, I couldn't say it myself, clutch.
Yeah. MGD locking it in. I mean, a help as well from your teammate. It was 2 up into those last moments there with Cresselia, but once she got eliminated, it's so easy to just panic and let it get to you. But MGD holds true, holds strong, and just lands the shots that need to be landed. What a turnaround here for the Condors.
I wish I was able to perform that well under pressure. How you don't get shaky, how you don't get the adrenaline rushing in your system, I'll never know. And maybe she does. Maybe she's just able to handle it better than the rest and able to get the kills anyways. It's impressive stuff as Conestoga looks to continue the attack, and losing that 1 round doesn't look to matter. MGD starting the round off hot, 2 kills.
Well, they know that 2 players are here. I think they got sight of 2 of them, but obviously they're going to be in a bit of a slowdown as we do have that flank as well coming out. This worked well for Woody before.
But maybe not this time. MGD able to get the kill and laughing about it here as Leaf loves what he's seeing. And I do too. A big kill from Kaz, keeping on the pressure.
Okay, well, this round's over. Good luck, Skype.
Hot take, so I say. As Panko picking up the headshot, gonna look easy, and look at the laughter from the players. We got it in the booth, we got it in the esports hub here. Fist bumps coming out, and a good time being had by all. Am I wrong?
Well, not Fanshawe.
Maybe I am. Maybe I am wrong.
But shouts to them for doing their best with what they're having to deal with right now. Honestly, they're not giving up at any point. They keep trying to adjust to what the Condors are doing. I mean, even with a couple of those flanks there, even if they're getting called out, they are trying to adjust for it.
Cresselia has 17 assists. 17 assists in 9 rounds is one of the more incredible numbers. I mean, everyone's KD was looking incredible, but I got to shout out a special number when I see a special number. You don't see 17 assists in 20 rounds of play. Cresselia has definitely been a difference maker for Conestoga. There's Ella Bloom as well, who's been playing terrific Valorant, getting some big kills, but Retori taking it back for the Fanshawe squad. It's 3v2 and the spike is on the ground, not planted.
Yeah, it's going to be a problem if we can't get the kills there, but Panko is going to help out. Cresselia, is going to take down Retori. Retori, the one getting the 2 kills prior to that. There, boys, calling out the spike plant. Cresselia eliminated down into a 2v1. They do have the advantage here, but they're going to look to shark out that player before planting. Yeah, there it is. Nice crosshair placement from MGD. Playing from home, she's still locking it in.
Something I'd like to mention specifically there is she's moving into the fight there, and you would think that in games like CS and games like Valorant, you got that movement disadvantage, but no, able to lock in, able to understand the just straight up mechanics of the game. Conestoga, they've been feeling really good in this one, and you can tell just based on watching them play. This has been one of the more locked in games I've seen.
9-1. We shouldn't be, I guess, surprised based off what we saw before, and also the fact that this was our map pick. You know, there's a little bit of extra, I guess, advantage in that scenario, unless they were also looking for it too. But the gunplay is just overall superior, and that's the uphill battle that Fanshawe has.
Well, exactly. Rashante's got a lot to be proud of here as the map pick's going exactly in their favor, and then the strategy is going as Conestoga would hope. Unable to get the rocket launcher off there. Woody, a really nice Dirty Harry shot.
Yeah, no, that was a big kill for Fanshawe, actually. That potentially saves a couple of their lives.
And there it is, the teleporter play out. Conestoga able to get over to the A site. All of the Fanshawe squad is on B, so we're going to see even more teleporter actions there. Ice Cap, a really nice headshot with that Sheriff again. Fanshaw's putting themselves in a position to win this round, a 5v3 right now, and we're going to have a big fight here in the bathrooms.
We'll see, though. It sees how Cass locks things in there. That's 1, not 2, and 2 more will make their way through Boyce and Co. as they move their way to site. 2 players left for the Condors. It's not looking like it's going to be the best, but Ella does drop 2 of that with the stun. It's going to be very difficult for her to clean up these last 2 kills. Yeah, and there's the poke. Ice Cap takes away that looming threat of Ella Bloom.
Some good shots coming out there from Ella. I thought she had a real chance to hold on and maybe even clutch it up, but some bid play from the Fanshawe squad, picking up their second round of the half, getting a thrifty because that was on a save. I'm pretty sure no one on their team had anything better than a Sheriff. So some good stuff on display from Fanshawe. It's going to be up to Conestoga not to get mentally down just from that one round. And remember that it's 9-2.
Well, really, again, I think that original shot, I think it was Woody that got that kill on our raise. Rockets out, not used, that, again, probably saved multiple of the lives from Fanshawe in that round.
I completely forgot about that just because that was so early on, but you're absolutely correct. Is shutting down the raised rocket is one of the best things you can do, and just an immediate boom headshot. How do you say, for Fanshawe, it was maybe the confidence base that they needed to just maintain the, pressure that they were applying all around, as Conestoga looking to do the same here, running in with speed.
Good knowledge there as they turn around the corner. Thankfully, we haven't lost any players there. I thought we might have. But Woody and Tenchi finally finding a few. And honestly, the Condors starting to drop like flies. Great hold here from Fanshawe. You got to say it.
I mean, we saw it last time, but dropping 6 rounds, I was like 4 in a row. And maybe we're seeing more of the same here as Fanshawe. Fanshawe has been looking great at the as we look to end the half here. Fanshawe picks up 2 straight rounds, and those are some really good rounds there. Conestoga's, maybe they have to change something up.
I'm so sad for the little wingman there.
Oh, yeah, he got shot immediately. Just bang, bang.
He ran out and was just disappeared. It was very sad.
And so switching sides here, Conestoga is going to have to do some big things on defense. And I think, as far as I'm aware, being a football fan, you want the ball second. You want to be on your comfortable side second. And I'm thinking defense is where Conestoga, their team outlook, looks to be more comfortable. And if we look at the KDA of some of the players here, Hanko 13-6, that's super good. And continuing on, I have to mention it whenever I see it, but Cresselia, 6 kills, 6 deaths, and yes, 17 assists. It's insane.
I genuinely took way too long to think about. I'm like, they switch sides in football? But I've just spent so much time with Europeans that you're probably talking American football.
I mean, they switch sides both times, but American football, you either get the ball to start the game or you get the ball at the halftime. And I say going on defense is like getting the ball, because whatever team is on defense, I mean, you got to react to the enemy, and you're able to, as I like to say, shut down portions of the map. And here we see Fanshawe able to shut down the entire A site, taking it and having their pistols out ready to go for this fight. Conestoga is going to have to take this back, 4v4.
We'll see again now as we have the flip here. Things are a little evened out, but when it comes to Econ, but in terms of player advantage, it's not even Fanshawe.
Not anymore.
Holding an incredible advantage here, but MGD tries to even things out. That timer going down, though, is going to be really difficult. Fakes it out, tries to bait that last player, at least get one more kill. But yeah, at least one more before you go through the next round, but not going to happen. At least there were a couple kills on the board.
Yeah, really good site control there by Fanshawe. I mean, you got to give respect where respect's due, and they came in there and just eliminated all the threats that Conestoga had. And even when it was a 4-on-4 situation, they were able to maintain position, not get panicked. And you see voice there. I mean, the rapid fire firing with the ghost is pretty funny. But again, they maintained composure, and it's going to be all on Conestoga to not blow what they have here. It's only a 5-round lead after what seems like was impenetrable.
The problem, though, is obviously, losing that round there. It's going to be a little more difficult coming into the next one. You might end up dropping 1 or 2 more in this situation. But, again, it's locking in. They were at 6 before in the previous map, and we still locked it in. So.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great point. But, locked in here and moving silently, the Fanshawe squad, I mean, 5 of them over, and there's only Cypher for Conestoga moving over Ella Bloom. She's going to have to rotate, and she's going to have to rotate fast to make this fight a little bit even as exploding out here. Fanshawe, they're going to be able to get the spike down.
Yeah, you see that? Just waiting in the backside there. Our Cypher says, yeah, I'm going to hang out until the rest of the Condors get over here, because we got to go for retake. No point in getting in the fight this early on.
Which is very smart, but not smart. Woody being able to take out MGD. Conestoga is going to be coming in with only pistols, so it's going to be really hard. If they're able to get this, I mean, I'm going to be like, I'll consider it a miracle. If Conestoga can pull this out, then I'm buying a lottery ticket and going down one after another. The Conestoga squad, flawless. And that's what you expect, especially in a game like Valorant where the second round is so just
lopsided.
Exactly. Yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Not unexpected, and I think the squad needs to recognize that it's not a big problem here. They can move forward once their econ gets a little stronger, start buying what they want, and start winning those gunfights that you were winning before.
You still have a 4-round advantage.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's the key. And you got to play like it. You got to play like you're up. You got to play like you're confident. And you got to be owning it. I always like to say you got to take the fight to them. What we've seen so far is that they've come in and Conestoga's had to, counter it.
Well, I mean, they are in defense now, so.
Of course, it is a lot harder to take the fight to people. But we see here is that when they're in the bathroom there is that we could be using so many abilities, especially that.
Right, yeah.
Especially the Viper, that the C ability for Viper is that pseudo Molly ability, and that
proactive.
will lock them in. Exactly.
Yeah,
we want to be proactive. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better.
But they do have that A site ready for an attack. And you see a couple of flankers coming around too. And there's that proactive defense that you're talking about. See if you can catch them off guard. Ooh, and we might see it though on this rotate back around to B.
See, you're getting excited because Conestoga is going to be starting to make them play their game. That is Ella Bloom's wall that she keeps putting up and not letting them come in. It's going to be on MGD to hit some big shots and to, again, play this not reactionary style as coming in, getting the information, and we're going to see some fights going out here.
There it is. Ella Bloom with the first on this round, taking out Woody and trying to evade kills on the other round there, but Boyce is going to take Ella now. Panko gets another one for the Condors, but it's back and forth. Boyce locking into Ice Cap as well. Panko down to the last player here. 1v2 situation. And the Fanshawe squad looking like they have the advantage, especially with Spike down.
Of all players you want in this situation, though, Panko is the Conestoga Condor that you would,
She's been the shooter.
You'd be counting on her right now, but of course, with the Spike down, it's going to be really, really tough. But if Fanshawe plays up a little too aggressively, Panko's got a shot and not able to get it. Boyce having a 4K there. A really good round.
Now, the bait worked out really well to get that raise coming towards you. But, of course, the raise got around the site a little bit sooner than I think Panko had expected. She picked the wrong spot to place those crosshairs, and the flick was just way too far to make for Raze's already readiness.
Oh, yeah. It's tough when you're in that 2v1 situation with the Spike down. The enemies don't have to peek you. They just don't. They can wait for you to be holding it down like a goofy goober and shoot you immediately.
Yep.
But what we saw there was a lot of good coordination there from the Conestoga defense. There was a huge team fight, and they got it down to 2 members left. And loving this side is the Fanshawe team. We're going to have to see Conestoga and how they can counter that.
Well, a nice round count as we get 6 on the board for Fanshawe. The Condors still lead with 9. We'll see if they can bring themselves to double digits in just a moment here, as they do feel like they've got the right call in terms of what Fanshawe's planning.
Oh, absolutely, but they need first blood, and I'm hoping for Kaz holding that really tight angle with a shotgun, able to get the headshot with the Bucky, but it looks like Fanshawe, they're taking their time.
Yeah.
That's one way to say it too, but I'll more say it. They're taking their time, and Woody able to get the kill immediately, but that is going to set off all of Conestoga, so they know what's happening. They need to hit some really big shots here. And Cresselia gets the first one.
Yeah, unfortunately, Woody grabs 2 himself, and Ella and Panko, they'll follow up. Taking out Woody and Tenchi as well. Down to the 1v2 yet again.
You love to see the grenade kill, but unable to get it to go. Conestoga, the deadlock, using their shield abilities there, forcing MGD to come through lamps, and they're going to know it. A fight going to go down here. Headshots required.
Oh, MGD, watch out. Not an easy situation as Ice Cap pushes the corner. 7th round on the board. More than they had in the last one on their map pick. But again, of course, it's Bind. Everyone's probably relatively familiar. And yeah, first actual timeout I think we've seen come out.
Correct.
From either squad.
Absolutely correct. And I don't know about you, Leaf, but the collar is getting tight.
Yeah, no, this is the one where I think that was the right time to call the timeout. I think that absolutely was the critical time. I forgot timeouts were a thing because we hadn't seen it before today. But doing it now shuts down any momentum the Fanshawe may have. The biggest thing you want to do right now is ice them out. Also, get your players to reset the mental. They can do this. We've seen them tear it up And at this point, with 7 rounds in a row, it's going to be very difficult for you to get over that mental. It starts to creep up on you.
Oh, exactly. And like you're saying, they're just not putting themselves in the gunfights that we were seeing before. I mean, they were up, what was it, like 8-0? 9-1? I know they were up 9-1.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they were taking gunfights that they knew they could win. And I don't know if it's about being on attack that makes them so confident versus being on defense, but on defense, you have sight. You have sight before the enemies come and attack. You got to be using that position to put yourself in the gunfights that you want to take. And a lot of the time, we see MGD die alone because they're just not putting themselves in the position that they know that they can defend from. It looks like me and my friends when we don't study. It looks like that loosey-goosey style might be biting them.
I think what we saw the camera just do is absorb the power from Non to give it to our race. Right now, I think that's what we've just seen
Little
here.
Monstar power?
I think we just saw the camera buff. So hopefully this round is going to go our way.
But not going our way is the first kill. Ratori able to get the first blood over Elo Bloom, but of course the non-boost still in effect. We'll see if that can pay off here. As Woody using the Brimstone ultimate, unable to get a kill with it. Conestoga just keeps their numbers up, and they're going to have to rotate fully and be smart about it, as you still have the race on the other team. Looking there, but unable to get anyone, and no fight going down. Brimstone able to scare them away. Spike going down. Conestoga waiting for everyone to come so they can get into their big team fight here. Cresselia, a very important member of the team, coming over.
Those smokes, though, are keeping us at bay. I think we got a little bit of intel, but I'm not sure it was enough for the Condors to retake quite yet, but they're going to try to make their move. That's going to hurt. Can't see where you're shooting. You're not going to hit your shots there. Kaz, Cresselia, MGD are lighting it up, though. Somehow retake it despite all the problems they faced.
Well, just everything happened so fast, and the timeout clearly working on their favor. It seems like maybe it was a comms thing. Maybe the team wasn't fully as coordinated as they wanted to be.
Now, if we had a stats person, this is where I would ask what our conversion rate is in terms of timeouts to successful rounds afterwards. But I don't have that.
You think if we gave Ohek a call, he would just off the top of his dome? I feel like
think?
he would. I think he could just pull out a number.
What's the conversion rate last year for this squad?
He'd be like, oh, that's exactly 55.8%. No, but Conestoga has been playing very well so far in this one, able to get the round back. And as I said before, maybe it was a comms thing, and maybe being able to take the time out, slow down, talk.
Yeah,
talk.
The biggest thing really is, again, you ice your opponents, right? You got to rethink now. Or they have the chance to calm down out of the flow state that they're in. So that's a big part of it. But yeah, I love to see the mental reset. Hey, you were just winning before. You can keep doing this. Snap yourself out of whatever mindlessness you were just in and start thinking again. And they're starting to think.
Kaz gets real lucky there with the crosshair of Woody. Conestoga is going to have to use some character abilities to put themselves back on the site there. If I'm Ella Bloom, I'm going to send up that Viper Wall, but maybe they're waiting. Maybe they like the retake. It's something we've seen all night long so far is Conestoga choosing the retake, and it looks like they're going to choose a retake again, and that's what they like.
Hey, it worked last time. It's worked before. Spike down. It'll be time for the Condors retake. They're in a good position to do so, but Woody is shutting down Cresselia immediately. Ella with the 2-piece before being shut down.
Yes, and we're going to have to wait and see more action coming out. Of course, that Brimstone smoke able to shut them down and able to get the 2 kills there is Woody. And, of course, oh, man, Deadlock. Spider Lady McGee there gets the kill eventually. It's a sad one. It's a slow one. It's 10-8, and we found ourselves in a really good game.
Yeah, so it came out kind of nowhere, to be honest.
Agreed.
Fanshawe.
Very much so agreed.
You think Fanshawe was sandbagging the whole time?
Yeah, they're just lulling them into a false sense of security, as some may say.
Just go for the almost complete reverse sweep.
That would be absolutely wild, but we're getting pretty close to it. And something I want to point out before the round starts to, maybe look out for is that it's a save round for Conestoga. They don't got a lot of money.
This is the time to do it, though.
But Kaz has a judge. The big shotgun.
Bring down the gavel.
Exactly. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. But, of course, yes, a safe round.
No, again, as I just said, this is the time to do it. Before they hit double digits, make sure those last couple rounds for you guys are good and ready to go. Now it's retake time for the Condors.
putting them in the position they want them to be in. Conestoga coming over with the rotate, playing this retake game again, coming out on the site. Vice able to get Ella Bloom immediately and just shooting through that smoke. Woody almost picking up more kills there. All of Conestoga coming in from the one side. Panko with the Judge getting a big kill. MGD with the Sheriff getting another one. Panko does go down though, which is not a member of Conestoga you want to see go down. MGD's going to have to hit a clutch shot here. Unable to do so. Gets headshot there, and Icecap finishes the round off. It's 10-9, and it's just getting closer and closer to just being evened up.
Yeah, but again, on a save. Now we come into this next round, hopefully locked in and ready to roll.
Yes, sir. That's what we're looking for. And they're going to have to keep their mental composure about as they look at the scoreboard, and maybe that makes them nervous, and they're going to have Rajante in their ears telling them, no, there's a reason why you have 10 round wins. There's a reason why you were up 9-1. So let's see if they could keep it going.
Yeah, and it's because we were on attack.
Maybe that's why they're doing so many retakes.
Yeah.
Trying to emulate being on attack again. But
well,
we'll see, yes, if they can buckle down on defense and stop them from getting the initial plant off, and how big that would be for Conestoga. But a big play from the enemy Rays. Caselli, I'm sorry.
Good night.
It was a little bit sad as the Rockets red glare coming in and just taking them out, but Kaz getting a big headshot and return a second one too on that heaven spot, and this is a Conestoga needed. It's a 4v3 coming back in, the retake, Woody going down, MGD getting a kill. That's what you love to see.
Yeah,
picking up the round win.
That's some good stuff for the Condors, and especially making sure they're only losing one life in that, because after you come out of a save round, you don't want to have to be buying 2 rounds in a row fully. So this is a wonderful win for the Condors. It sets them up nicely to be able to walk this out to a win here.
Well, I guarantee you that the Conestoga squad was spending every last drop to win that round, as that one was going to be crucial. You don't want this to be a tied-up game mentally and just motivation-wise and just momentum-wise. Being down 9-1 and coming back to make it 10-10 would have been a huge boon for the Fanshawe squad, but unable to get it. Conestoga, again, like you like to say, putting the ice on it.
Yeah. Looking good. They're in a good position here. Match point within our grasp.
Yes, 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds away as Ella Bloom wants a little battle here.
Oh, get 2.
Oh, come on, calm down. That's some beautiful shooting. A little bit of the ice in the veins from Ella Bloom. I definitely thought she wasn't going to be able to get that second one, but just picking it up and being exactly where she had to be. Coming back, though, is the rest of the Fanshawe squad, as Conestoga has taken the retreat strategy.
Yeah. No,
I don't mind.
This is good, though, because even if they make this push on to B, I don't know if they're going to end up doing it at this point. We're in a much better position than it would have been if it was a 5v2 on that site push. So if they do make their way around to the A site, we're still in a good spot.
Well, that's why I have no problem with Ella Bloom immediately backing out of there and retreating. It lets them just play a standard game, almost like the round started over again, but you're in a 5v3 advantage, and all 3 members of Fanshawe going to the one side here. So Conestoga might be able to gun them down. We'll have to see what happens here. Boosting in is the Fanshawe squad. MGD able to get one, but Ella Bloom going down.
I mean, this is good. At least there was one. You were hoping that Ella would have gotten that first pick, but bringing it down to a 4v2, still not bad. Coming
through the teleporters and making it pretty obvious. Conestoga trying to give MGD an opportunity to end this round and getting one there. It's just up to deadlock here. Icecap putting down the spike and is going to have to deal with 3 hungry Conestoga members.
Oh, forcing them out there. There's the pick. Beautiful from Kaz. And that's going to be a match point on the board for the Condors.
Yeah, and this has been a great turnaround from them, not letting the little bit of collapse, getting to them, staying on their high ground, staying on the high horse, and getting the kills necessary to keep them in a big advantage here. It's almost like tennis when you get to a deuce situation. You want to have the advantage always, no matter what, and Conestoga putting themselves in that position. And here we go, the timeout from the attacking squad. It looks like Boyce, the leader of the Fanshawe squad, is their captain as well, calling a timeout, and it's going to be very interesting to see what is discussed.
I'm just intrigued that they decided to call one this time, but not previously.
When going down 9-1.
And so there's something there for them. I think there's a little bit of belief for Fanshawe at this point. When you bring it this close, you say, oh, wait, hold up. This is a feasible task for us to accomplish now at this point. So that, in my opinion, that's what the timeout shows. The timeout shows, no, we actually want to take this one now.
Oh, yeah. Took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say they're not calling timeouts in a 9-1 game because they think, it's 9-1. But here we are, 12-9. They've put 9 rounds up on us, and after putting up 6 in the first game, maybe they have a little bit of momentum and, like you like to say, belief. And will they have it? Will it pan out? Who knows? Is the timeout ending now? We're going to be getting into our we're going to be getting in our 21st round of action, and Leaf does not have any belief.
I know. I said I know.
Oh,
I know the answer.
Oh, and what would the answer be?
It's not going to work for them.
I like that. I like the sound of that, but I also don't like Cash or Curse, and we are both real bad for those.
That's true.
So we'll see how this pans out. I like the confidence. I like the Valorant GC squad here at Conestoga, so if you want to put your money on any team, this would be the squad to do.
Well, a very aggressive push here for Fanshawe onto A site. Yeah, watch out. Get your butts out of there for now until your teammates can come help you out.
I wonder if we're going to see some teleporter action from the members at B from Conestoga. They're going to have to come over with speed, as coming out on a site with a hurry there. Gecko getting the bomb plant down, and they have the position, and there it is, the teleporter. It's coming out a little late, and there's Panko. 1 headshot, 2 headshots. Ella Bloom going down. Oh, a big shot there for Metro Tree, but Panko has 3
that's
kills.
gonna do damage. That's huge.
The ace.
The Rockets, let's go.
Unable to get the ace, though, but Panko, 4 kills to almost end this game. It's going to be up to MGD to defuse this and pick up a big kill here. Nails biting. This is where the pressure's on, and a big headshot there. Panko, calm under pressure, cool and collected. They find the calm and the chaos and are able to pick it up, allowing 9 rounds to get, won, but, they didn't let it phase them.
That was a difficult, beautiful clutch moment there for MGD at the very end, just to lock in, stay zoned in, focus up, and clean up the dub here for the Condors over Fanshawe. Huge just a Fanshawe, though, for whatever they started doing.
Hey, they put up a fight.
Definitely gave us a bit of a run for our money and made sure that this wasn't an easy 2-0. This was definitely a fight for the Condors in the second map on Bind.
Well, yeah, when you look at it objectively, it's going to say sweep, but it did not feel like a sweep one bit. As you said, Fanshawe, they changed something, and whatever it was worked. They discussed as a team in between our matches. I mean, we had the full 5 minutes in between games, and I say that, but that didn't really change anything. Conestoga went up 9-1 even after the 5 minutes.
Right.
It was something mid-game that Fanshawe did that worked, and that's something that Conestoga might have to go back on, see what they did, and implement it into their own strategies.
I mean, a big part of it was the flip. I mean, once Fanshawe got onto attack, it definitely felt like, okay, that was something they were a lot more familiar with. They knew how to handle that a little bit better. Maybe that's exactly what they were preparing for when it came to this map specifically. So they did a good job of doing what they could. And I like to see the fight was there the whole time. But yeah, Condors overall, again, the crosshair placements was super clean. You saw it from Ella, a couple just in the past there. Overall, I mean, every single one of the players, but Panko, obviously the star player when it came to just locking down those kills.
Oh, I like to give an MVP of the matches because I'm able to take in everything as it comes in. It's Panko. It's easy. That's the easiest. I've had some tough decisions in the past. I mean, we've had some good players. Cliselda, or oh my goodness, this is bad. I literally just commentated it. But
Cliselda,
yeah. Coming in, substituting, and just playing fantastic.
Yes.
I mean, I would give her MVP on any other day, but I mean, Panko, oh my goodness, hitting some big shots. MGD also, the clutch at the end has to get shouted out. So some good plays from the Valorant squad.
I think every single one of the players honestly stepped up when they had to. We saw a couple 2 pieces from Kaz as well. As every single one of these players were key in different moments. But yeah, it was just consistently across the board. It was like, Panko's there, you could probably rely on her.
Oh yeah, and so staying undefeated is the Valorant GC squad here at Conestoga, playing great, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to be seeing you guys again Monday.
Yes.
Sadly, a weekend off of action.
What do you mean
but
sadly?
I like watching the Conestoga Condors play. When I'm not in this booth, I'm watching
Your
them.
sentence was, we're going to see you guys again Monday, sadly.
Apologies at home. Sadly, it's going to be a full weekend until UCS back here talking about and commentating on some of the best teams that I get to watch on a day in, day out basis. So, Leaf, thank you.
Yeah.
That was a fun
Thank
one
you.
to watch. And thank you, Fanshawe. You put up a good fight, but Conestoga held on, proved they were the biggest bird. And thank you, of course, at home for watching Conestoga Condors Esports.
Condors Esports is innovating intercollegiate gaming in Ontario and beyond. We've built a community where you can compete, play, and work in a dynamic program accessible from all campuses.
Condors Esports is more than just gaming. Here, you'll find empowerment and inspiration in state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest technologies and unwavering support.
We have varsity athletes turning victories into championships as high-performing gamers.
We are relentless, constantly pushing our limits and pursuing excellence through every match.
We are Condors. Gaming connects us on campus or online, all through best-in-class equipment.
We're building a foundation of experience, powered by our passion, in developing skills that drive personal and professional success.
We are eager students transforming our dreams into careers in dynamic and emerging industries.
Condors Esports goes beyond gaming, fostering enduring friendships, unforgettable experiences, and meaningful connections.
This is your chance to transform your passion for video games, esports, and technology into something impactful. Learn how Conestoga is introducing Condors Esports to your campus and connect with fellow Condors striving to soar.
We